Hey everyone, how y'all doing? My name is Mateo and I am from Maschine Masters. Today we're going to learn how to record in Pro Tools. Now this came to me as a question in one of our videos from one of our Maschine Masters community members asking how to record in Pro Tools. Okay, first things first, we're going to open up Pro Tools. So when you open up Pro Tools, by default, the Quick Start menu opens up. You'll have a few options, and the option that we're concerned about today is creating a blank session. So the way that I set up my new sessions, our audio file type is WAV, just because it's the most universal. Sample rate is 48K. That's a personal preference. You can choose to set your session to a lower or higher sample rate. I just find that 48K is a happy medium between quality and saving on processing speed and hard drive storage. The last thing is bit depth. Now there's 16, 24, and 32-bit float. Realistically, the bit depth that you'll be wanting to use is 24-bit. The reason why I don't use 32-bit is because if I'm going to be mixing and recording something, the extra headroom isn't going to help me at the end of the day, because when I export this particular production song, whatever it is, it's going to end up going out to either 24-bit or 16-bit. So if I'm not mixing adequately in 32-bit to maintain the right amount of headroom for what I have to export as, it's going to mess me up. The other thing is, there are very few interfaces out there that are capable of actually recording and exporting at 32-bit. So a good indication of interfaces that are capable of doing that are usually interfaces that say that they are DSD compatible. Now, DSD is a whole other thing that we would need a separate video for, but usually those interfaces have converters that will record and output at 32-bit. The vast majority of interfaces don't. So let's just stick with 24-bit. Next, we're going to choose a location and create our session by naming it. So I'm going to set it in my PT small drive, and I'm going to call it Learn to Record. So Pro Tools opens up. I'm going to enlarge this window. Now, when you're on the main window, this right here is the edit window. You are going to go to Track, New, and then it's going to ask you what kind of track you want to create. So if we're going to record vocals, we're going to keep it to mono, and we're going to select audio track. We're going to hit create. And then what you're going to do is choose the input of your audio track, meaning what input on your audio interface is your mic connected to. So in my case, I actually am using a separate converter and separate mic pre's going into my interface. So I have it going through SPDIF. But most likely, most of you using the inputs on your interface will just use the standard analog inputs. So mine is plugged into SPDIF right. And I'm just going to mute it because I'm already using it, but I'm going to record enable. This is the record enable button, and this allows you to activate this track so it's ready for recording. So I can see I've got level, and that's good. If you don't see anything on this meter over here, and you have some sort of sound going into the mic, then make sure to check your volume on your mic pre or interface, or also check your XLR cable. You might have a damaged XLR cable. Great. And I'm now going to label my audio track as Vox, which is, what you call vocals if you want. So because I have it labeled Vox, it's also going to label the audio files that we create as Vox. After that, we're going to go to the transport. So you can either find the transport up here at the top of the window, or you can go to Window and open up a separate transport, and it becomes this floating window. So you're going to select Record Enable, and then you're going to hit play. And when you hit play, it's actually going to start recording. Hello. Check. 1, 2. This is Mateo's vocals. Blah, blah, blah. Awesome. And then you're going to hit stop when you're done. Perfect. Keep in mind, when you have your track record enabled, if you have your microphone close to the speakers, you are going to get a terrible screeching sound because of feedback. So before I unmute this, I'm going to disengage the record enable button. And now there's no more signal going through my mic into the track. So now I can safely unmute it and play back the track. Hello. Check. 1, 2. This is Mateo's vocals. Blah, blah, blah. Amazing. So there we go. We've recorded vocals easy as pie. Thanks again to all of you that checked out this tutorial. We really appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions about what we covered in this tutorial, please feel free to leave it in the comment section below. Also, if you have any suggestions for future tutorials, also leave that in the comment section below. As always, please like and share this video and subscribe to Maschine Masters to keep up with all our latest tutorials. Thank you, everyone. Have a great day.